Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well. So I wanted to do a really quick video and just talk to you very quickly about my August TBR. So grab a snack, grab something to drink, and let's get into it. And also, this is a conversation. So I'm telling you my August TBR, so I feel like you need to tell me what you're reading for August as well, because we need to have conversation about it. So let me know down below what you're reading, and let me know if you have any recommendations for any good books, because sidebar, I was like looking on my shelves trying to figure out what I wanted to read for the month. One of my shelves is behind me. And I realized that like I don't have a lot of books that I haven't read on my shelves. And so I'm thinking we need to explore that further. That's a different conversation, but I'm thinking I'm going to do a whole video. So stay tuned for that on every physical book that I haven't read, because I need to take inventory for myself. And I'm also planning to do bookshelf tours coming up very soon, because I've never done that. I don't know how. I'm a terrible booktuber, y'all. I'm getting it together. I'm doing better. And yeah, so thumbs up for improving ourselves, because I'm going to get it together, okay? But with that being said, let's get into what we're reading for the month. So the first book that I am going to read, I'm going back into the ACOTAR world. I didn't even mean to put this down, y'all. I don't know what happened. I think I got busy and I got stressed. This is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. This is the third book in this series, which is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This book really surprised me. For so long, I did not want to read this book. I was like, I'm not interested. I don't care. And then one day, I just was like, I want to read that book. And I just immediately searched for it. And that's what happened. So if you don't know about this series, in this book, we are following 19-year-old Feyre, and she's kind of in charge of taking care of her family. She's, was from a really rich family, I believe. And then, sorry guys, from a really rich family. And then they kind of fell down on their luck. And now she's in charge. So as she's out trying to, do her thing and take care of her family, in the woods, she kills a wolf. And when she does that, this like really scary magical creature shows up at her door demanding retribution. And he's just like, okay, who did it? And basically, because she killed the wolf, she then has to go back to his world. And she's scared, she's upset, she doesn't want to leave her family, because she's the one that takes care of them, make sure they eat, all that kind of stuff. And she's also scared to go to this magical world because she's heard about it growing up, but it's always been these, magical creatures hate us. This world is horrible. This is a terrible place. You don't want to be there. And so the book takes off from there as we see her go to this magical world, and y'all, it get real, okay? So that's this book. So we're in the third book, and there's really nothing I can say about this book, y'all, that won't be a spoiler, because it's the third book. So, but stay tuned, because I'm either going to do some kind of reading vlog or like just a discussion at the end, because I didn't do that with the other two books, and I really regret that. And I really need somebody to talk to about this. And I'm just like, you have a whole channel where you're supposed to be talking to people and you're not doing it. So forgive me, and I'm going to do better. Okay. And then the next book that I want to read is Kennedy Ryan. I think we did address how much I love her. New auto by author. This is Kennedy Ryan, Can't Get Enough. This is the third book in the Skyland series. And in this book, we're actually following, so the whole series follows three different best friends, right? And each book is their perspectives. So the first book was Yasmin's perspective. The second book was Soledad's perspective. And now this third book is following Hendrix. And I'm actually really excited for Hendrix's perspective, because I don't really feel like we get a lot of Hendrix, obviously, in the other two books, but you just don't really know too much about her, and I kind of think that's the point. I think she's very much like the life of the party, that kind of friend you want to have, but you don't really know what's going on with her underneath the surface. So in this book, we're getting to see kind of more about what's going on with her as she's trying to accomplish her life and just, figure it out and all of that. And in this book, the main thing that's going on is, let me make sure I'm right. Yeah, she's caring for an aging parent, right? And so thinking about that dynamic of like caring for an aging parent and what that caretaker role entails while you're still trying to do your life and like figure it all out, right? And I just get the idea that we're going to get to know her really deeply, really intimately, and I'm really looking forward to that. And if I know anything about Kennedy Ryan's writing, I know that this book is going to suck me in, and you're going to feel like you're there with her, experiencing it, and you're going to go on a ride from page 1 to the end, and I am ready. I am ready. And y'all, the third book, I'm gonna try to give a summary, but not really, okay? Because I don't know much about this book. I'm gonna put it on the screen over here. This was recommended to me by a coworker. It's The Giving. I forgot who the author is, but again, it will be right here on the screen, and I will also have everything written in the description box below. And all I know about this book is this is a dystopian world, and I think it's told from the perspective of a little boy who thinks like, wow, this world is great. And then something happens. And I think slowly the rose-colored glasses start to come off and he sees the world for what it is. Now, with that being said, I was a little hesitant to read that book because I was like, you know, given the current political climate, like I just don't know if I want to read a dystopian book right now. But have you ever had somebody describe a book to you and they talk about how much they love it and how passionate they are about it, and you're just like, you won't enjoy that alone. You won't enjoy that alone. I have to get in on that. I was like book FOMO. I was like, really that good? Bet. I found it on Libby. It was currently available. Y'all, I checked it out so quick. So this is what I think I'm reading for the month. And then I will check in at the end of the month and let you know how it goes. Please let me know what you're reading down below. Let me know if you are starting your fall TBR. I don't necessarily feel like what I'm reading is fall-esque. Maybe this one. I read fantasy all year round, but this really makes me think about the kind of cozy book you want to read in the fall. So, but yeah, let me know what you're reading, and I will see you all in another video very soon. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time.